All right, notice how dry Odessa is. It's pretty dry out there. Sunny skies, 86. Humidity, yeah, it's drying. It really is. We're not going to see a whole lot of action, at least along the I-20 corridor. Now, the probability was always there, but then again, it was there for 8 days. And where's our rain? Not a whole lot, that's for certain. We are keeping an eye on the entirety of our eastern half of our area under severe thunderstorm watch until 9 o'clock tonight. So that means a lot of this stuff, it's going to be clear by the late overnight hours, which I think we can all appreciate. I prefer covering active storms during the daytime when we can see them. At nighttime, when you can't see them, that's the scary part. Here's what the radar is looking like. A lot of action, again, entirely avoiding the I-20 corridor. Why does Mother Nature hate us? What did I do to make you sad? Well, I'm watching this one storm. This is the storm that did produce that tornado warning earlier today. We still have it warned until about 5:30. We're looking at about tennis ball sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds with the flash flood warning surrounding it, going all the way into McCamey and just to the western edge of Rankin. North of us, well, I'm looking at Lenora. I'm looking at Lamesa. Lamesa's getting lots of lightning right now, but it's moving again outside of the area and going severe just to the south of Lubbock. All of that is because that level 3 risk, that's where the most activity is to be expected. Hail, wind, and tornadoes. All three of those threats are a big factor for today. But by tonight, ooh, it cools down. Look at that, 59. Yeah, that's a lot better than the 60s and 70s we've been seeing lately, which means lower cloud cover, less wind, and low rain chances. What about tomorrow? Are we going to go into day 9? Well, actually, not really. When you start off the day on the cooler side, we're not going to see too many crazy impacts. And the skies are going to be clearing by the afternoon. What? Yeah, they are. Here's tonight. Not a whole lot of activity, but early in the morning, maybe Snyder might see a quick little pop-up showers, thunderstorm, but unlikely to go extremely severe, tornadoes, anything like that. As a matter of fact, look at your Wednesday afternoon. Ooh, just winds from the west. That's going to bring in a lot of dry air, dry out the atmosphere, get rid of cloud cover, and get rid of any storm chances. Yeah, we might have missed out on the rain, but do you want tennis ball sized hail? We can't get one or the other. We got to get both. So there's that. Thursday, nice and calm too. There's just nothing going on. Here's that severe outlook for tomorrow. Just that level 1 risk out for Snyder. All right. What about the next couple of days beyond that? Well, I can't tell you yet much about severe risks. The severe risks are really good about 3-4 days out at most, but I'm looking at very high chances for rain. Are we sure about that? Well, yeah, I got a cold front coming in by Thursday into Friday. That's going to drop our temperatures down into the 70s for much of the weekend and into next week. But those rain chances, hey, if the temperatures stay cool, I'm not going to look at those severe chances. Seems like I ruined the weekend, but hey, as long as it stays subsidized.